Hello viewers, welcome to CodeForAny. If you hear new, hit subscribe buttons and notification bell so you can never miss any our incredible content. Flutter Taxi App inside today we need to create here the side menu as well as the switch service types. We need to two screens to develop today. First of all, we need to see this here the designs inside the XD files and to appropriate this create these designs and our Flutter apps. Let's start how to write down here the side menu and then after we need to create here the switch service types screen we need to develop here. Let's start. First of all, we need to create here the new folders for the create here the new folders and to give this here the menu like this. These here the names and now need to create here the menu view dot like this creates here. Also need to open other screens inside the this UI. Now need to create here the stateful widgets. Give this here the menu view and to import here the material dependency for this class. Now need to create here the scaffold. Also need to create here the body. Give this here body as a and here the columns. Then after need to create here the container. Set here the box decorations need to set here. First of all need to give this here the height, need this here to give this here the context extension property of the heights. Give this here with extension methods need to call here and to call here the 0 point. Select this height, so need to set this here. Also need to create here the background color, so need to set this here the go inside our color extensions and to check this here the black colors primary text colors need to set this here. Sets here and now need to create here the create here the shape area first of all. Now need to create here the columns. Define here the children's like this property need to set this here text and also need to give this here the row. Create here children's first of all need to create here the icon button for the close buttons you need to develop here. Give this here the use icon buttons and to press event and to call here the context extension method of the pops methods need to call this here this calls. Now need to create here the image sets and to give this here the close icons need to set this here. Copy this relative path and to put this here like this. Now need to set this here the colors. First of all give this here width 20 and as well as we need to this here height. And now another property we need to set colors. Give these colors as a color white. Act this sets here. First of all, we need to any button press to open the sides menus because we do not decide which place to open this. inside the design. That's why I need to create here the profile buttons on to clicks, and to open this menu need to first of all the write this coding inside the home page and go inside our uh, current user image. Need to put inside this value. Now need to convert into the stack. Create here the widgets and click here. Give this in equal buttons. Need to create here the on press tab events to like this, and to call methods. And after we need to use here the context extensions methods. We need to call this here the push methods, and we need to call here the const menu. You give this here the like this value here. Now we need to save these files, and now to click on years, start screens, to go inside the menu, and first of all need to UI. Now click on this menu here and opening this menu bars, and let this, and to complete this designs first of all some need to create here the axis size. Need to give this not size, and axis alignments need to set this here, create a space between like this sets here. Also need to create here the row, and to create children's like this sets here. First of all we need to set here the image sets, and to give this name like this. Width need to set this here the 20, and as well as we need to set this here height, and now need to set these colors or the white sets. Now need to go inside here. First of all so need to give this here the help question image, copy this relative paths, and to put this here like these icons. And also need to create here the main axis size. We need to set this here the minimum, and now need to create here the text property. We need to define here to give this here the name help, and to set here the style, set here the colors. So need to set this the color. Yeah. Also need to set this here the font. Need to check this here. Need to set here the 14, and to set here 8. Set here the font weight 600 for the semi bolts. We need to set this here like this value. Now need to save this here, and also give this here the some paddings. See, need to give this here padding as a cement. Verticals need to here the ends, and horizontals need to give this here 20 is good like this sets here. One is good like this sets here the UI, and now need to another row need to develop this here. here the comma sets here. Now need to create here the cross axis alignments. We need to set this here the end sets here. Need to create here the column. Friends, now need to set here measure sets this here. For the earning image, we need to pass this here, copy this relative path and to paste this here. Also need to give this here the width and height, so need to provide for this here. That here the 50 is good, and to this sets. Also need to give this here the some height space. Give this here for like this. That here the const value like this setting is here, and also need to copy this here the help text and need to put this here and to set this here the titles like this value earning, and to check this here also fonts into 16 regulars need to see here. Now like this creating here, and also need to increase this here height, we need to increase to remove this here. Now need to create inside this common UI. Need to icon titles like this, need to create this UI names. So now need to create here stateless widgets and to give this here the titles and to put this here materials, and now need to see. Now need to here the finals, and need to set this here the first of all set here string, and to give this here the variable names as the titles. Then after need to create here the string dot sets. Also need to create here the click events for these buttons. Right callback on press events, so need to give this here the event these names, and now need to import here the fields inside the constructors. Now need to create here inkwell buttons, so need to create give this here the on tab events, and give this here the on press callbacks events into all these here, and now also need to pass this here the icons that's here, and to give this here the titles as like this sets, and to that here the this not this cross not main axis alignment size, and the minimums need to set this here, so the main axis alignment, and also need to give this here the image height sets width, need to give this here double, give this here the width, need to pass this here the equation. Now need to remove this question marks, and this here the requires value in this like value, and to pass this here sets here. Now need to save, copy this here the, and now need to go inside the menu and to set this here not this here the end, so this here the main axis alignment like this. It's between. Now we need to give this here icons. The earning. Also need to create here the another button. So need to develop this here. Give this here the name wallet. To pass this here the wallet icons. Copy this relative path and to put this here, this value here. Save. And now need to develop here the center profile icons. So need to first of all the copy here the data needs here. Now need to go inside the menu and to here, and also need to here. Now need to set this here profile icons. Put this here. Maybe use here the this one. It's good. Copy the relative path. Close this here and need to set this here these icons. Now need to set this here the 80. Like this sets. Also need to create widgets or circulars. We need to set like this value here and to here titles has a name need to pass here. Semicolons. Give this text here. Also need to create here the z text. Need to develop this here. And convert it stack. Now need to give this here the elements as I need to set here bottom center sets. We sets. Now need to create here the row. Also need to set this here the message size. We need to set this here the minimum. Also need to create here tenor. Give this here the height. We need to set this here the 20. Also need to give this here the colors. We need to set this colors. White we need to set this here, and now need to create here red image sets this here the red icons. We need to pass this here the copy related path and to here. Also need to set this here the width and height, so we need to set as a tens sets here. Now need to create here padding, edges insert, symmetrals unit here 8, verticals unit here for like this value here. Now need to create here the some width space. We need to this here give this here width space as a for like this past years. Also need to copy this here text this here and to set this here the constant value, give this here comma, and now need to set here the text and to give this here the value of the ratings sets. Maybe need to insert the star image. This here's copy this relative path, push this here to here save, and also need to remove this here. It's no needs this here the set here. And need to increase this height. Like this gradings here the also need to check this here the size. Certain regulars you need to see here. Like this displaying this UI, and this is the top headers are the done, and now need to develop here another's. The containers against, and to set this here the color, light white colors with this here the opacity 0 or like set here. Also need to set this here the here row, need here the padding, edges insert, centric, verticals need to this here the pins, and horizontals need to this here the antenna. Its value need to set this here. Now need to but also need to let's here the image for this car image. Here the service type, copy this here the images, and to go inside the menu view and to put this here the relative paths, and now need to set this here the width, need to set here 40 as well as need to give this here right 14, like this sets here the value. Now need to create here the expanded, extended, expanded column, here the this view, and to see cross axis alignment, need to set the start, this sets see alignments, As we need to set this here the center like this value. Now need to set here the text. Copy these relative paths, copy this text and to paste this here relative path. Sorry for that. And to give this here the titles. Here. Now need to set here the 18s and to give this here the bold fonts. So need to set this here the 700s fonts. So need to set this here like this sets. And also need to give this here the space, not height, with space. As well need to pass this here. So now need to copy again and paste this here and add this here the titles. Change your service type. Now to set this here the font 14 regulars and secondary text. I need to set this here 6. Now this is the displaying goods and also need to create here the arrow. Go inside. First of all need to check this arrow. Otherwise need to not appropriate and to use here the another. Copy this relative path here. Now we need to width that here. Now need to set here edge. Give this here the width. Let's need to give this here height. Sets here the value. And now this is the buttons. Events are the give this here the done. And now need to create here the some menu. Need to develop this here. First of all, so need to create here containers, not container. Menu set common widgets. Give this here menu row. Art creates. Also need to create here the stateless widgets. Develops here the menu row. Sets here. What's here material dependency. Now need to set here final string. Titles and after icon. After here callback on press event. At this sets and now need to push here the head. All fields are the importing here. Now need to copy here the same. Go inside the menu and to copy this here. So content. Copy this here and now need to go inside the menu row and to put this here as well and appropriates what's here the this color extensions. Then after you need to do this here one by one the value. To first need to set this here once here this here It's good. Now need to cut this here. This value. That here. That here the const value. As well as we need to create here wrapped with equal on tab events. We need to here the on press event sets here. Remove these images. This we have this here, this value here. So now need to create here the menu. Also need to see it like goods. Go inside the menu and to give creates here the one menu view sets row sets. Give this here title. First one is home, second is icons. On press events, some need to set this here like this value. First of all, need to give this here the home icons. Copy this relative path and to this here set colors known as maybe need to show with seers right here like this set this value. Also need to check it. Fonts need to 18 regulars need to see here and now need to go here the menu view. Now need to see sets. Now need to see here the summary and after descriptions. Then after create notifications. Then after need to create here the setting and last one is the logout. Now one by one so need to set this here the icons. First of all so need to set this here the summary icons. Copy this relative path and to see here this value. Then after subscriptions icons, copy this relative path. Here also need to give this here the notifications icons. Copy this relative path and to put this here. Then after need to set here the setting icons. Copy relative path and to here. And last one is logout icon. Relative path and cheers and to give this here some height space between columns. Here right you need to here the I is good for the certain value and now need to create here the also as well as need to let's see at the it's expanded, and let's in that widgets need to set here the scroll view. Single size need to set this like this UI, but this whole value and to see us inside the view. Now need to save this years and displaying good this years. Also need to go inside the menu and to list this verticals size. Now this is the displaying good this UI here and pretty good. Now need to create here the this is service types, so need to create here the UI. Need to go inside the menu and to create here the new files service type. Not like this creates here. Also need to create here the stateful widgets. Need to give this here the name service and sets, and to also import here the material dependency. Now need to create here scaffold. Now need to give this here the f bars and set this here the f bars. I need to copy, write detail screens. Not region screens inside copy this here, and now need to go here here, and now need to put here this extensions or extensions, and now need to set this here the close to back buttons arrow. Need to set this here, copy this relative path and here at this value set here. Also need to give this here the titles as a switch service type like this, give here the titles. Now need to save this here. Also need to configure here the these buttons. Now need to go inside the menu view, set here, and now need to create here well and tab events like this set. Go calls here the pick is like this view, and to set this here. Now need to click these events and to open this service type screens are the opening done, and now need to create our the view. Need to set this here. First of all needs here the creates for the array sets. Give this here the name property as well as right here. Here value. You need to set this here. Select this by default. So need to set this like value here. Copy here and to paste this. Now need to create here the titles. Exclusive. What is exclusive? Oh, what is limo? And economy. That here as well. Here value like this. Sets here the appropriates. Now need to create here the body. Now need to create here the separator list view. Here we also need to context builders. At here create here separate. Also need to set this here the give this here the color light. That's here. Also need to give this here intent value. Need to set this here no needs. Also need to set this here the item counts. Need here list array of and to give select here the now need to get here the word row. First of all need to set this here the heading first edges insets. Also need to give this here the empty value like this past years, and now need to create here the like this new files and to set this here the switch row dot create here the stateful gets get list not statefuls, and here the switch row. What's here the material dependency sets here. Now need to go inside the menu row and to copy this containers. Need to hit this here, and now need to go inside the menu service row inside to this here the value, as well as we need to set this here the row and to pass this here parameters. Copy this here and icons not now here column and to set this here the cross axis alignment. Set as a start. Now need to create here with the name, as you need to pass a string sets here. Also need to set this here the value 16 regular colors. Like this sets here. Also need to copy this here and paste this here and to this here white space set 12. Set here the secondary tag 15 regulars need to here. Also need to create here the cappuccinos. Tino switch we need to set this here the here, as we need to set here value property this here string not string Cool. Null set here. On chase events you need to see here events. Right? Nulls. Lead change. At the sets here. Add these parameters and to pass this here the value set. Save these here and now need to call this row inside the service type. So object stare view this here as it last here. And set here the change events. Here. Now this is the displaying this here UI and also need to pesticides that here in like displaying here that. And to remove also this horizontal spacing like this UI are the displaying here and to creating does this UI. If you like this video, please give the thumbs up. If you're new user, so please subscribe my channels and press the notification bell icon. You can get every new video and notifications and awesome content. If you have any question, so please write down in the comment sections. I will help you and sort out your issue. Everyone have a nice day. Goodbye and take care.